Yo, what's going on, YouTube? We're back with another trade recap today. Today was Monday the 18th, and we took another win today, so that's always a good thing. But yeah, let's get right into it with some pre market notes. Like I always start on the daily time frame. So we can see we came down on Friday and respected these quadrant lines right here, which is just this wick mapped out into fourths. As you can see, we came down all the way to the consummate encroachment, this red line, and immediately started coming back up. Yeah, but that's about it for the daily time frame. Now let's move on to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we see that we inverse this volume imbalance. What's a volume imbalance? Basically, whenever there's a gap between two candles, and that just basically means there's missing price action in that price range. So I just treat it like a gap, and as you guys can see, we inversed it, closed above it, meaning we are relatively bullish. So my objective going into the market today was to hit this minor buy side. And yeah, that's basically it. On the 1 hour, we see that we have this 1 hour SIBI right here. And we created this swing high, which is our minor buy side. And then other than that, we do have minor sell side right here. We have some low resting liquidity for our sell side. But since we did close above the latest swing high, technically we have a bullish break of structure. So on the 1 hour, it looks pretty bullish, just like the 4 hour and the daily. I hope I'm recording. There we go. Okay, yeah, moving on to the 15 minute. As you guys can see, pre-market, we went up all the way into this SIBI, and it looks like we respected consummate encroachment. The bodies of the candles close below this red line, showing weakness. A candle closure above this red line probably would have meant that this minor buy side line would have been hit. And we also note this unfilled 15-minute fair value gap. Now to my notes. For the daily, I said made a new all-time high, then retraced, respected consummate encroachment and discount wick. Basically, what I said. Expecting price to return to bullish PA. On the 4 hour, I said close above the yellow box, which is the volume imbalance. And then I said looking for a candle closure above minor buy side. So I was looking for a candle closure above this red line, which would basically confirm that we are truly bullish and are seeking a new all-time high. For the 1 hour, I said bullish IFG, looking to form a 1 hour BISI, take longs out of that future gap, hopefully. And then I said SIBI aligned with minor buy side, could cause bearish retrace. Got to see how we react once we sweep the high. So going into the market, I was really bullish. I really wanted to see that, what's it called? That minor buy side get swept. This is what I was talking about. And this is the bullish IFG. At 9:20 a.m., we were above here, creating a little gap. So that's why I said that I want to see a new fair value gap get formed whenever that 10 o'clock candle begins. But yeah, if we did get that candle closure above here, creating a gap, I was looking to take longs after a bearish retrace down and then target this line. 15-minute unmitigated BISI below us. Want to see price balance out the gap, and then a low time frame bullish IFG to enter off a long. Overall, my notes were high time frame is bullish, 1 hour bullish IFG, longs to the play, retrace into 5 or 15-minute BISI, longs to minor buy side / all-time high. I do not want to take a short today unless we drastically drop right off open, which I doubt will occur, but you never know. main draw on liquidity, buy side, and all-time high. So what do? We open up and we create a massive opening range gap, regular trading hours, basically 182 points. And whenever a gap is this big, I like to continue trading in the direction of the open. So since we open bullish, I want to continue looking for longs, basically. So we open and immediately tapped into this unfilled 15-minute busy. And I said I want price to respect the red line of this busy and then turn around and target this blue line up here, which is our minor buy side target. What occurs? We keep dumping and then, sorry. Into this. So what happens on the hourly time frame? As you guys can see, we open and started dumping, which erased the possibility of creating a busy that I wanted to see form. So that was out of the window. Womp womp, whatever. And I noted that we just tapped into this bullish order block. So if this 15-minute busy didn't hold, this bullish 1 hour order block could and push price higher. So off open, we are getting very bearish price action, like I mentioned in my pre-market notes. I do not want to take a short today unless we drastically drop right off open. And what happens? That is what happens. That is what occurred. We immediately started dumping. Yeah. We disrespect consummate encroachment of the 15-minute busy, which is bearish in my opinion. And yeah. So we have this busy that I noted. Once again, look at the bodies right here, respecting this red line. And yeah. So I was looking for a sweep right here and then maybe take a long out of this gap. I said worst part is that we're not creating any low time frame SIBIs. So in this entire move down, we didn't create a single 1 minute fair rally gap, which is unfortunate. So if I did want to take longs, I would have had to wait for this 5-minute SIBI to get inverse and then enter off here and targeting minor buy side. So at this point, I was pretty bearish because we created a 15-minute bearish IFG with this gap, and we were creating bearish SMTs. As you guys can see, ES ended up taking out these highs, and NQ didn't, which is a bearish signal. So at this point, I was looking for shorts. And what do we get? We get this, our first percentage fair value gap gets inverse, and at that point, that was all I needed to see. So what do? I set my limit at consummate encroachment of the first percent of fair value gap. Why? Because it is a price level that I'm expecting to get traded back into and then dumped from there. So that's why I placed my limit there. I also marked out this 1 minute SIBI that was respected. And yeah. So we get a bearish move down, creating a 5-minute bearish IFG. At this point, I was pretty confident that price was going to come back up into this gap and tap me in and tap me into my limit basically and get me involved. So this is the candle that gets me tapped in at 10:06. As you guys can see, it was a large bullish candle, which I did not appreciate. It honestly made me pretty nervous, but whatever. And then what occurs after that? As you guys can see, after this candle that taps me in, we just start going above. We start going above the first percent of fair value gap, which is not good. And yeah, that's basically it. But fortunately, we did come back down. We respected this 15-minute IFG, which held price down lower. And eventually made price go down. So this was my break even point. As soon as we reached this yellow line, I moved my stop loss to break even and was risked off since there. And then, as you guys can see, this was the trade. This is my notes. I said bearish PA, price respected 1 hour SIBI and 15-minute SIBI, pre-market, 15-minute bearish IFG. Tapped into the 15-minute and respected it. First percentage was a bearish one, and we had a low resting liquidity. So now we go over to the charts, and yeah, this is basically it. Nothing too exciting. This was a very long trade. This green line was my TP1. I wanted to hold all the way to this line, but we were stalling around so much that I just lost patience, and I didn't want to give up anymore. I didn't want my profits to be taken away, so I just decided to close around for a 2 risk to reward trade. Let me put on my executions. So you guys can see I closed right here, took TP right here, and other TP number 2 right there. But yeah, that's basically it for the trade recap. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something, and as always, peace.